It seemed as it was about 9 last night when I washed it off, and it was the fluorescent lights were fluorescing. So this is how it's looking, and I'm so pleased with it. I thought I would do a little story time on why I got into a position where I needed to do it in the first place. I had gone 6 months between scalp bleaching, and the reason for this was A, life was a bit chaotic, and B, I wanted to give my scalp a break because I have something called PCOS, which is polycystic ovary syndrome, and it can cause hair loss, and it's basically caused by a free testosterone, which I believe is called DHT, and it attacks the hair follicles, making you shed excessively. It's a form of alopecia. Some women have it a lot worse than me, so I can't really complain, but it's still traumatic and stressful. So I thought I'd give it a break, you know, give my hair time to recover, but the last few months have been hella stressful. So I thought, look, if my hair's going to fall out, at least I want it to look nice, and you know. So I decided I wanted to get my roots done. They were that much grown out, as you can see, by banding. So I thought, instead of me doing it myself as I normally do, it's a bit of a job, I'll go to a salon, because I'm always doing other people's hair. I'm always doing my sister's hair, and it always comes out lovely, and I just wanted to sit in the chair, relax for a few hours, and do nothing. So I went to a salon that had good reviews and stuff, but I feel like the lady hadn't really done it very often, which is fine, but I didn't realise that. She had scalp bleached, and of course there was the banding. Now normally, even I know that you're going to need to hit that section twice, but she didn't want to, which is fair enough. She clearly wasn't confident in it, and this is no shade to her at all. And so she decided to fix the banding, we'll do a shadow route. But the shadow route just made me, it stressed me out a little bit. Like, it looked a lot darker than I wanted, and it just looked 7 shades of swamp. It was very muddy, so I thought I would get rid of the colour myself. So that led me to last night, and I safely removed all of that pigment that she put in my hair, and I'm so happy with how it came. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to colour correct myself. Now I've got a blank canvas where I can clearly see where the marcation lines are. I can fix it, and I'm going to use a very low volume developer. I'm going to do it in sections, so I can really take my time and, you know, work hard not to go over bits that I don't need to. So I'm going to be using a product I've never used before, and I've never used high-end bleach before, just going to be real. I'm going to be using Blondiplex by Wella, and I'm really excited. And I did ask ChatGPT what shade it thinks, like what formula it thinks I should be for my blonde, and it gave me a formula, so I'm going to give it a go as an experiment, because why not? Hair's falling out. Though I will say, since I bleached my hair stopped falling out. I feel like maybe it's made my scalp dry, even though it doesn't feel dry, but maybe it's kept the DHT at bay for a little bit. There's no scientific backing behind that, and don't just go off what I say, but that's just how I feel. Like, it's nice to not have hair coming out, and it usually gets worse in the heat. So follow for that journey, and any art content. I'm an artist, so show some support and love, and bye.